I
That was
don't
the
know how
last time I
to
actually seen you there.
well, I think we have enough of them, tell me the truth now. The Christmas thing, did you watch many of them, or did you just watch
I
the
did. I
first?
thought they went well. Certainly, the first ones and that. Obviously, I think maybe.
I think as they go on, the people then less inclined to watch them, As if,
There we go. We are live.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
We're live. Hi, Can
Hello.
TV.
Yes, we are live on Can TV. Hello, everybody. We're joined by a very special guest today. I know this is only the second day of doing our chat shows, but today we have a very special guest. As I say, you can see kind of by the chain, he is our mayor, the mayor of Causeway, Coast and Glens, Councillor and Mayor Mark Field. And hello, Councillor. Hello, Mayor.
Codie, thank you very much for having me, and also Dylan as well. I'm very pleased to speak to both of you, and I'm very pleased to be invited as well, more than anything else, and I do appreciate it, and I hope I'll be able to answer your questions.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So Dylan is going to be our chat show host. I'm just here to help and promptly get stuck, but hopefully we'll be fine. So, Dylan, I will hand over to you, and you can interview our mayor.
Okay, so I've just got 11 questions just to ask you, Mark.
No problem, Dylan. Yeah.
They're all pretty easy questions, so there's nothing to worry about.
Oh, we'll know when we hear them, whether he's or not.
Yeah. So the first question is: do you prefer snow or sun?
Snow or sun?
Yeah.
This time of year I actually prefer snow, because I think you expect to have snow, and around Christmas time and that, that's what Christmas was all about: Santa and snow and building snowmen. So
yeah,
I actually would prefer snow this time of year, but now that we're in the new year, you sort of look forward to the spring and summer. So I do this time of year. I wouldn't say I prefer it. I like snow this time of year, but I would say most of the times I like the sun, because you can do more things.
Yeah, it's because I was hoping in December last year we'd get a bit of a white Christmas because of the year we've had. It would have been a good way to end it.
Oh, definitely. I have grandchildren. They would like to build a snowman, but I live in Port Stewart, and believe it or not, we don't actually get a lot of snow. If snow comes at all, it lies no time, it melts away, and it's away. So I think Ballymoney maybe gets more because it's more inland. But
yeah, we had snow on the 27th, so we just missed Christmas, but we did have. We had some on the 27th.
We only had I wouldn't even call it snow. You could see the grass. It just didn't.
Just a wee dusting or something.
The sea air still there. Snow doesn't last with us, unfortunately. But you had it on the 27th. That's good.
Yeah. The second question is about movies. So, do you prefer funny films or scary films, and why?
Oh, dear, scary films. Well, scary films are strange, because when I was growing up, you had like Dracula and Frankenstein. I'm sort of showing my age here. I'm 57, but the old black and white films were like Frankenstein and Dracula and scary things like that. But looking back, they weren't really that scary in some ways, because it was in black and white. You didn't see the red of the blood of that. But the scary films now, I would say I prefer funny films. I'm not really into scary films, but I can understand why people like them. But I prefer funny films. Maybe funny films now maybe wouldn't appeal to me as much as funny films when I was growing up. Because humor has changed. But I would prefer funny to scary.
I'd be the same, because I did try watching some scary films, but then I realised I'm really not a big fan of them, because I'm just...
They're nearly too scary, is that what it is? They're nearly too scary.
It's because I love a good laugh, so I do. I especially love all the Disney movies. It's one of my favourites.
Good. What's your favourite Disney?
Oh, my favourite Disney, that's a hard one. It's either Lion King or Beauty and the Beast, the old animated ones.
Well, the Lion King, it's nice music on it. I like the music on the Lion King. But no, Disney, those Disney films will never, they'll still be playing them in 20, 30 years time. They last.
Oh, they will. They'll never get old. That's the magic of them.
Yeah, definitely. I like Lauren Hardy. We love old fashioned. That's the sort of funny things I like. Lauren Hardy films.
The third question is,
I've got a lot of DVDs
drink?
and that. Pardon?
Oh yeah. Just the third question. What's your favorite drink and why?
Oh dear, what's that? Oh, well, I don't take alcohol now, but I know people do. But what's my favorite? I like Coke. I'm not addicted to Coke now. Coca-Cola, you know.
Yeah.
And I like still water. You know, there's now still water.
Hmm.
There's, believe it or not, water has different taste depending on what company it makes. But so I quite like, not wasn't advertised, that Avian water. But Coke is
Hmm.
probably the thing I drink most. You know, but water's probably the best for you.
Oh, it definitely is, because about alcohol, there's a lot of people I know that drink it at the weekend, so I'll have a bit of fun with
Yeah.
it. But I hate drinking alcohol. I drink alcohol free, so I do.
Well, yes, I tend to agree. But no, people might take a different view, but I don't take it myself either, I must admit.
Hmm. And because I used to drink a lot of Coke as well, but now I've decided to drink a lot of water because I
So
say
it's
it is
better
better
for
for
you.
you, and
Yeah.
I love the
And
taste of it.
they say too much Coke isn't good for you either, like, but I don't know.
No,
But
because usually
that's nice for your
when I
first
go to
day.
the cinema, I usually like to take water instead of Coke because I know it's a better
Right.
choice for you.
I think Coke, if any of those drinks, it has to be in the fridge to get the real niceness of it, I think.
Hmm. Yeah. Question number 4 is, if you could be an animal, what would it be and why?
Oh dear, no.
Well, that's a big question. That.
That's probably the most difficult one so far. I can now, right? Aye,
Hmm.
that's a good one. Oh dear. Well, I like dogs. And we had 2 dogs there up until recently, and sadly both of them passed away, but they were brave age. So
Hmm.
I like it. Well, dogs, you can so many breeds of dogs. Dogs are interesting. You take a like sort of a cat, they're all the same size. They don't really, the only thing that changes in the cat is its color. Whereas a dog, you
Yeah.
get small and large dogs, and more placid dogs, more quiet dogs, or more aggressive dogs. So there's certain breeds of dogs that I like, and I probably would. I would say a dog. I would say a dog. That's a man's best
Hmm.
friend. So there you are. It has to be a dog.
They're always a man's best friend. Yeah, because I think it's a good question as well. There's a whole bunch of different animals out there, and so many that I like. It's a hard question, but I'd probably think it'd be a wolf, maybe.
Right. Okay. There you are. Well, that's sort of say they're related to dogs. So there you are.
Hmm.
I do like
Yeah.
animals. And I like. I mean, I like going to. I don't like using the word zoos, but I like going to see places. That sort of animals.
Yeah. And question number 5 is actually a good question.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Tell me something most people don't know, won't know about you."
Oh goodness, I could say I have a lot of secrets. I mightn't. It all
Mm.
depends. What I might. There's things I wouldn't want people to know for a half. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Too many people know my age. I don't know. I'm 57. I don't know if that's. I I'm sure there's a lot of things that people don't know about me. I mean, until somebody would ask a question that I could provide an answer of, I
Hmm.
don't know. But look, if it's my age, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, it's the
Mark,
only way
I'll
you'll
ask
find out
you.
by asking me.
I'll ask you a question then in relation to that.
Right.
What was your job, or what is your job, or what have you done previous to being in politics? As in before you
Okay.
were mayor.
Right. Before I was mayor, I worked for the MP, Gregory Campbell, a research, and I have been there for the
Hmm.
last 18 years. I have sort of an agricultural background, and I went to Loughry College for 3 years, and I came prior to working for Gregory Campbell MP, I worked for the feed company, Allen Feed Company, John Thompson's, based in Belfast. There, I was
Yeah.
a sales rep for them, so that's what I did prior to what I do now. But I always was involved in politics.
Yeah.
Some of us been,
Hmm.
As they need how
or
you.
whatever.
Yeah, it's a very hard question. That there's not really many things, any secrets about me, but I suppose there is one that a lot of people know that I drive, and
Right,
because I drive to all the best buddies that Codie does, because I
right.
remember
Yeah.
I remember it took me about probably 4 times to get my driving test. I nearly gave up after my 3rd try because I thought I wouldn't get it. I believed in myself and I got it 4th try. So
Well,
that's
don't
maybe
worry.
something
Listen,
people
I
don't
know
know
a
about
lot
me.
of people that took them 3 or 4 times. I didn't get the first time. I got the second time. But even when I
Hmm.
got it the second time, I got it. What do you see? I was 21. It was actually somebody says, but late. I got it when I was 21. But even in them days, you didn't have to do the big theory test. You still asked you questions. You still got a practical test. But I think it was more difficult now to get it. So
it's very hard now because they change it every year.
Uncommon. It's not uncommon for people to had to do it 3 or 4 times before they got it. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Question 6 is a bit easier. What's your favorite color?
Blue. I have a blue tie and a blue watch.
I love blue as well.
Yeah.
Having said that, I tend to wear I've got a lot of red ties because they stand out in a photograph, a white shirt. But I like blue. I like blue. So there's a blue watch on, blue tie on. So I need a blue case here for my glasses. I know my football team's Leeds United, and they play in white now, but they do have blue and part of their football strips, So.
Yeah, I suppose about the
Koreans blue and white as well. I think Ballymony, I think the rugby team's blue, so like blue seems to be a colour around this north coast.
Yeah, it is. It certainly is.
I suppose another bit. It relates to the last question. I think maybe some people don't know about me is I'm not really a big fan of the Premier League because a lot of the members in the place love their football, like Liverpool, Man United, but I'm not really a fan of it, so I'm not.
Sorry, well, I mean, I support Leeds now. They've only come up into the Premiership, so they used to be a Championship, but they were a Premiership. They were always, the top flight club for years, for a number of years. So, what sport do you follow? Any sport then? Do you follow sport?
I'm a fan of most sports, just not really football, but I love the Olympics, especially motorbike racing, because I'm a big fan of the Northwest 200. So,
I know I'm a big fan of the Northwest too, and you tend to find a lot of people that do. Well, a lot of people follow motorsports don't necessarily follow football and that. But no, I'm a big fan of the Northwest 200 as well. I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed it'll be on this year again.
Oh, well, they're talking about it could be August. If it is on,
might be August. Yeah.
Did you hear that too, Codie?
I did. Yes, we on Fuse FM. Obviously, everybody knows I do Fuse FM. Mervyn and that has hinted that it might not run in May. It might have to move to August.
Well, I'm being shocked. I would love it in May because of my year, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But that's one of those things.
That's one of those things with COVID, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would say if
fingers crossed it runs this year.
Yes, if the Northwest doesn't run in May, it'll have. I think it might have affect all our events. They might think. But anyway, look, let's get the road vaccine and let's look positive about it.
Yeah. The next question is another good one. If you could have any superpowers, what would it be and why?
If I had any superpowers.
Yeah.
At the minute, and that's the thing that I always think, because at the minute, I wish this COVID would go away,
Oh, yeah.
So you would like the superpower to remove COVID?
Oh, well, no. I've had a superpower to get everybody vaccinated in the next 24 hours, and this vaccine was successful, and everybody was immune to it, and we could all not have to social distance or wear masks. That's what I would love to have a superpower for at this moment.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, because the superpower, I don't know what one I'd love to have. Probably be flight, like fly like Superman, or all those other heroes. Right. I'm a fan of superheroes myself, and I would love that power.
Do you like science fiction? Do you like Star Trek and that sort of thing?
I'm not really a Star. I know Codie's a Star Trek fan. I'm not into Star Trek, but I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Right. He's a Trekkie. Codie's a Trekkie.
I like Star Trek, the original ones. The
original, the old Brenner and all that there, yeah.
All of them, that's me. Again, show my age.
I know, but I like the original Star Trek. I'm not into the new ones.
I'm the same.
I'm a big James Bond fan, but I prefer the old James Bond, Sean Connery and that. Again, I'm showing my age.
They're all being shown at the minute, obviously, with the recent death of...
That's right. Yeah.
New one at night now. So.
Yeah. That question 8. Next question: what do you like most about yourself and why?
Oh dear. That's probably the hardest question. I don't want to be sound. I don't want what I like myself. That's a difficult one. You got me there now because. You don't want to sound big-headed here or anything, but
Yeah.
I just like, I hope I'm, I hope I'm honest with people and straightforward with people. And obviously, I don't like to offend anybody, but I like to think that I give straight answers to things, you know. So, but the only others judge that. It's not for me to judge, but I like to think that I'm honest and straight with people.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'd sort of be the same, because I love being friendly and helping people, because I used to work in a shop for work experience, and I loved helping the customers because it was just a good thing to do. Because the way I did it was, imagine if it was you going in the shop and you needed help, if you got good customer service, that'd be a good thing.
Oh, there's something about it. I mean, if you go in the shop and the people's not pleasant, you'll think twice and go somewhere else that you can buy this similar thing. You don't mind. I don't mind paying a bit extra on some place where the people's friendly, you know, and they definitely. So no, that's a good trait to have now.
There's a few questions coming in on Facebook and that, but one there's a few saying, "Is this really the mayor?" Yes, we have got the mayor of Causeway Coast and Glens on. There you go. That's his.
I don't know what that is. Well, I don't know how you're supposed to prove myself other than put the chain on.
Yeah, no, they're just. I think they're just in shock that they can't believe to get the mayor on. So yes, the mayor is on
anytime. Yeah, I'm the only day. I'm delighted to be asking me. So
the mayor visited Ballymoney and saw Mark. Mark obviously has a big interest in politics with the First Minister.
Yeah, I did see that's correct.
So Mark has been in Can buildings. Mark knows about us all.
That's very good, because it reminds me, whenever Arlene came into the Can building and was our members, I thought that was absolutely amazing, because I love politics myself, and I think that's a great honour, because it makes me wonder if we can have Arlene to come to Best Buddies, Codie.
Well, certainly we can. She's very busy at the minute, but maybe when we're back to more normal activities, we maybe will be able to go and visit Arlene. Our local MLA, Mervyn Story, will be able, hopefully, to arrange a wee trip up to Stormont for us. So I'll speak to Mervyn on it, and we'll maybe try and get Arlene to call in briefly and say hello to us.
Oh, that'll be amazing. The next question, that's the opposite of the last one. Do you have any dislikes about yourself?
Oh, dislikes about myself? I'm sure I have, but what will I disclose? Dislikes about myself? Well, but you know, I do get nervous when I'm talking, so I wish I could sometimes calm my nerves about things. You mightn't think that, but I do. You know, I do. There's times if I'm well prepared for something, I'm okay. But if I'm not prepared for something, I kind of I'm not as good at it. So I like to improve preparation when I'm knowing I'm going to be speaking about something. You know.
Yeah, because sort of for dislikes about myself, I think maybe the biggest thing is I don't really like joking around with people. I know a big thing in Northern Army, like a bit of banter with people. Usually, I get a bit worried if I hurt someone's feelings, so I don't mean to. That's probably a big thing about me, because I love to be friendly. I don't really like joking around.
I do get nervous. You know, I don't know if that's a dislike, but it's, you know, that's not a bad thing. To sort of show you have concern about something, some might say, you know, but yeah, I do get nervous, you know. You might think it, but I do. So I suppose that's a dislike, but it's maybe not a bad thing.
I suppose we all do.
I'm sure there's other dislikes which I just can't
maybe we need to ask Phyllis. That's
what you need to ask my wife. You're asking the wrong person. Yeah. You know,
she maybe has a list of them.
I would say she probably has.
Yeah, it's because this is my second time hosting Can TV, so I'm surprised I'm not really nervous.
You're doing well.
You're doing well, Dylan. You're doing well, very well.
Good, thank you. Yeah. The next question, I love this question. What celebrity would you like to meet and why?
What celebrity are you? I would maybe I would love to have met George Best, believe it or not. I know he's no longer with us. You know, what celebrity I'd like to meet? Well, I was going to say I've met Her Majesty the Queen, if you know what I mean. So you can't go any higher than that there, I suppose. But no, what celebrity I'd like to meet? To be honest with you, you know, like I support football team, Northern Ireland, Leeds United. I would like to meet any of the footballers in Northern Ireland or Leeds, you know.
Yeah.
But if you had one wish, Mark, it would be George Best then.
I'm sorry he's no longer. I would like to have met him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got his autograph, because it was handed
Yeah.
down. But I'd like to have met George Best because I think he was. Pelly said he was the greatest, so that's.
Yeah.
And George Best, that was good enough for him because I think Pelly was, in my opinion, was
Yeah,
was
of
the
course.
greatest in my respect. But I'd like to have met him, but that'll never be. That'll not happen now.
Yeah.
Present day, it would just been. I'd like to meet, players that play for Northern Ireland, Leeds, like Stuart Dallas plays for Leeds and plays for Northern Ireland. I wouldn't mind meeting him.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not
because
too high. You're going ahead.
yeah, it's a very good question. That
Who
it's
you
a
like to
very
meet,
good question. That
John, who would you like to meet?
oh, it's a very hard question because I'm sort of thinking that they have to be alive or no longer with us. But I think out of the most person I love to meet the most would be the former Prime Minister Winston Churchill. He's been dead a few years now, but I'm a big fan of history, and
Good.
I learned about Winston Churchill during World War II, and I think he did very good during that time. He was a big inspiration, and I think he is dead now, but it'd been very good to meet him.
Yeah. Well, that's. I agree with you. That would have been a good thing to. Sadly, at our age, that would have been. I agree with you.
Yeah, and I think out of ones who are maybe alive, there's one I'd love to meet, but I don't know a lot of people heard of him. He's called Shigeru Miyamoto. He's the person that made the Mario games.
Right. That'll be an interesting conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, because I love Nintendo. I love playing Mario and all those kinds of games, and I heard that he created that character, so I think that'll be it would have been amazing to talk to him, especially if you're a fan of what he does.
Yeah, but even though I don't, my sons and my grandsons, they're all into that PlayStation. So I don't borrow it at all, to be honest with you. But I know it does, like everybody's into it. It's just never really, it's just never, I never got the hang of it sort of thing. But no, I understand where you're coming from.
Absolutely. Yeah. We've got one last question that's
so it's the hardest one, the last one, isn't it?
Oh,
It's always a quick question.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not too hard. It's a good question for the last. If you had one wish, what would it be?
Oh, one wish, what would it be? That's one wish. What would it be now? That's a good one.
Definitely it is.
You got me stumped there now. What would it be? Well, I suppose I was I hope 2021 is a better year than 2020.
Yeah.
Very important year too. It's the centenary in Northern Ireland as well. But hopefully, with the COVID and all that's happened in the past, that you can't look behind you. You have to look to the future. So my wish would be that 2021 is a brighter year.
Yeah, because that was my biggest wish. Because I knew early last year, whenever the virus started to spread, like my biggest wish was just all of this to be over and we can go back to completely normal. Yeah. That's why, because I'm feeling positive that these 3 vaccines we have.
You have to look positive. No point in, we just have to get on with it, and we have to be positive. There's no point in feeling negative about it or getting too much depressed about it. It can only get better.
Absolutely.
Now that the vaccines are ruled out, and hopefully they're successful. It can only be.
That's my biggest wish, just for everything to go back to normal and have a normal life. It would be absolutely amazing, but we will all get through it because we can stay positive.
Good. Well, listen, Dylan, I really appreciate those questions you asked. They're very good questions, and
thank you.
I certainly would speak to you in the future if you wish to.
So thanks again, our Mayor of Causeway, Coast and Glens, Councillor Mark Fielden. We do appreciate you giving up your time. I know you're very busy with everything that's going on around COVID and everything else in terms of council and that. So I say thanks for taking time out to join us all here in the Big Can family. We do appreciate it. We also thank Adrian for organising behind the scenes to be able to get it on. I thank Dylan for joining me today to be an excellent
he certainly was.
chat show host. Because it's something that's new to a lot of our members, and hopefully we'll build on this. And it's a good confidence builder, as you were saying, Mark. The more you kind of do this sort of stuff, the more you kind of get into it. So The nerves will come. It's quite natural to have nerves, Dylan. So we're all the same. As even our mayor says, he gets a wee bit nervous at times. So
of course, I'd like to thank Adrian for organising, you, Codie, for chairing the meeting, so to speak, and for Dylan for asking the questions, and all the best.
Oh, you're very welcome.
All the best. All the best in the future for anyone involved in the CAN.
Thank you. So we will say goodbye, and nicely timed. We're actually at 1 o'clock, which is excellent.
Time for lunch.
So thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.